One of my subscribers recently brought my attention to this brand new channel that's killing it with an interesting niche. The channel itself is just a little over 2 weeks old. As you can see, it was created on the 6th of December, 2025, but they already have over 2 million views, which is honestly incredible. What I really like about the channel is that the entire concept is quite simple. If you look at their description, you'll see that they're creating stories about seniors aged from 60 to 80, sharing lessons that they wish they knew at 30, lessons that every young person can benefit from. So it doesn't need to be limited to any particular geography or specific people. Any young person who wants to learn more about life, from teenagers all the way to adults. So the age bracket is quite huge. Even people in their 60s upwards would still enjoy listening to these stories and advice from their peers. The channel has actually launched 4 videos so far, but just this first video alone, which was launched 8 days ago, has brought in 2 million views. Imagine you drop your first video and it just shoots up like that. That's insane. This other one was posted 6 days ago, and already it's sitting at over 20,000. These others aren't doing too bad as well. I mean, their numbers aren't as crazy as the first one, which honestly catapulted the channel to the level it is at the moment. But they're really impressive for newly launched videos on a new channel. Since the channel is so new, there's no real competition right now. So it's the perfect time to jump into this niche before others do. You don't need to worry much about the videos being difficult to create. They're actually quite simple. If you look at this, the videos mostly start with the old person narrating their story. They're sitting comfortably while narrating, before it transitions to images and stock footages. The images are AI generated, so with some good prompts that part is covered. For the stock footage, those are also quite easy to get. We'll be going through how you can get every single resource you'll need to create these videos. That leaves the stories. Their stories are honestly on another level, which makes sense considering how viral their videos are going. For animating the character, you really don't need anything complicated. You can use almost any AI character animation tool. Something like HeyGen works perfectly fine. It allows you to animate a headshot and does a very solid job, especially for this type of content. The workflow is simple. You generate a realistic character image with AI, then animate it using a lip sync tool. One thing that really helps these videos perform well is how realistic the characters look. As you can see from the examples on this channel, their characters are extremely realistic. But the good news is, this level of realism is actually very easy to achieve. There's nothing complicated or out of the ordinary here. Now, as usual with my prompts, the system works the same way. You have a topic with a placeholder for the number of topics that you want. Don't forget that prompts will be available on my Discord and Skool communities. Link in description. All you need to do is adjust the number for the topic to get the exact number that you need. Replace this placeholder for the script prompt as well. It's quite straightforward. The only slightly tricky part is the main character, the one that appears at the beginning of the video and narrates the story. For that, you'll need a dedicated character prompt. You simply copy that character prompt, paste it into ChatGPT, hit enter, and wait. It will generate multiple options for you. As you can see, this is an elderly woman, 75 years old, an elderly man, 72 years old, and even an elderly couple. If you want to focus on a specific race, for example, a black elderly man, you can just make a small adjustment to the prompt. Once you have the character you like, the key thing is realism. Right now, Google's Nano Banana Pro is honestly insane when it comes to realism. If you have access to it, I highly recommend using it. But if you don't have that, you can still use something like Whisk. Whisk produces good images. They're just not quite as realistic as what Nano Banana gives you. That said, even Whisk images are more than good enough to use. This character here already looks realistic enough to pass. Looks like it added an optional subtitle to the prompt, which is completely unnecessary. So let's remove that. If you have the budget and want to level things up, use Nano Banana. It's worth it, but if you don't, there's no need to stress over that. Whisk will still get the job done. Once you have your character image, the next step is animation. For this demo, I'm going to download this character and use it. You can use any character lip sync tool you like. HeyGen, Hedra, or similar platforms all work. It doesn't need to be complicated at all. After signing into HeyGen, just go to Create, then choose Photo to Video. Upload the character image you generated. You don't need to animate the entire script with the avatar, only animate the first part of the story, where the character introduces themselves. After that, you transition into images and stock footage. For the voice, you have 2 options. Use a generated AI voice or upload your own recorded audio. I personally recommend using your recorded audio. That way, the same voice continues throughout the entire video, even after the avatar disappears from the screen. Inside ElevenLabs, filter for what you want, female or male, elderly, English. Check some of these options for the tone, conversational, storytelling. Once that's done, paste your script and generate your audio. One important thing you need to keep in mind is the limitations on the free plan. HeyGen limits the free plan to around 30 seconds voiceover. That should be good enough in most cases. But if you want something longer, it's advisable to grab a paid plan. You also end up with a watermark at the bottom, and the final videos can only be exported at 720p resolution for free users. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue, as you can simply use a video upscale tool to increase the resolution after you're done. Now let's check it out.
I'm 76 years old. Most of the people I loved are no longer close to me. And for a long time, I told myself that was just how life goes.
As you can see, the result is surprisingly realistic. The voice, mannerisms, and pacing all feel natural. If you weren't paying close attention, you might actually think it's a real interview clip, which is exactly what we want. Once the avatar clip is ready, download it. Looks like paid users can download even at 4K, which is not bad. From here on, the rest of the video is very simple. All you need now are stock footages and AI-generated images. For the stock footage, I personally recommend Vecteezy. I'm not recommending it because I'm sponsored or anything like that. Well, maybe they should sponsor me, but I genuinely like the quality of their footage. If you want free clips, simply filter by free license and you'll only see free results. Now you need images of the character. The same style that the channel we're modeling uses. They often include POV images of elderly hands holding old photographs, photos hanging on walls. These images are mostly memory-based visuals like weddings, childhood homes, work, vacation, family moments, and other kinds of activities. To generate these, you can simply use this image prompt. It works the same as always. Paste the prompt, set the number of images you want, for example 30, scroll down, and paste the full script where the placeholder is. The image prompts should be ready. You can use Whisk to generate these images as well. Some images will be POV style, showing the character's hands holding a photograph. Others will be wall-mounted photos inside a room. I created the prompt to also include some kind of handwritten annotations on some of the photos in the image. If you don't want handwritten notes, you can easily remove that line from the prompt. Now, once you have everything, the avatar clip, the full voiceover, images, stock footage, it's time to put everything together. Create a new CapCut project and add the avatar clip at the beginning, followed by the rest of the narration. Then arrange the images and stock footage after the avatar finishes speaking. Keep the pacing slow and calm. Use keyframes to add gentle zoom-ins for your images. It's completely optional, so you can totally ignore that. Once everything is arranged, generate captions. You don't need fancy styles, just a readable font, maybe add a background, and play around with the background transparency. You can add some transitions if you want, but keep them minimal. The same goes for filters. Choose one consistent, natural-looking filter and apply it across the whole video. Export at your preferred resolution. Finally, for thumbnails, keep things simple. Use the same character. Remove the background with a tool like Adobe Background Remover and use Whisk to create a simple background. Any indoor or outdoor scene should do. Now open Canva and create a new YouTube thumbnail project. First, bring in both images, the background image and the character image. Make sure the character image is above the background. Scale and position the background to fit the screen, and position the character somewhere slightly off-center. At this point, the character looks fine, but the background is a bit too sharp. We want the character to stand out more, so the next step is to blur the background slightly. Select the background image, go to Edit, then Effects, and look for the blur option. Make sure you're blurring the entire background, not just using the brush tool. A subtle blur is more than enough. Once that's done, you'll notice the character immediately pops out more. If you want, you can also make small adjustments to the character, things like brightness, contrast, or clarity. But don't overdo it. Now let's add the text. The text depends on your topic. You can say something like 70 years wasted. Add the first text line, 70 years. Make it large and bold. Then duplicate it and change the second line to wasted. Resize both until they're clearly readable, even on a small screen. For colors, set 70 years to white and wasted to yellow. This is the same color style they're using on that channel. Next, add a shadow to the text. Click on the text, go to Effects, and enable Shadow. Set the shadow color to black, increase the transparency, adjust the direction, and offset until it feels natural. Repeat the same shadow settings for both text lines so they match. If the background still feels a little too bright, you can play around with the settings till you have the look that you want. And that's it. Your thumbnail is ready. This entire process looks complex, but as soon as you do it once, it becomes incredibly straightforward. Anyway, if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.